What's up, everybody? It's Giant Janer 431. Uh, Coming at you guys with a tips and trick video. Really just kind of want to go to you guys, show what my skill set is. Right now, I am ranked 608 on the leaderboards. Last time I checked, I had to fail recording, so I was already in practice mode. I should have went back, but it's fine. Um, but I'm a 1,000 rated player. I'm 1,055 rated right now. Just recently actually hit that first time. Um, So I just kind of want to go through like what I went through, my lows and everything like that. Give you guys, advice on what to do, what you shouldn't do, etc. What works for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys three, but I would say there is three things that you should do if you want to be elite at this game. Three things, three basics, three like real. I mean, I wouldn't say basics, but like two of them you're gonna have to like either get them or grind it out. First one, you have to have control freaks. If you want to be a competitive player in this game, you have to have control freaks. As much as like people as you don't want to get them, etc. These are the ones I use. And I got my Amazon light blue Galaxy, I believe they're called, or Flower. I think it's their Flower Galaxy. But I've usually like beforehand went through like three or four different control freaks every year of MLB I played. And I will say those ones are the best. For me personally, it's pure preference. You just kind of trial and error. And the second thing, you just gotta play the game. You got to play the game. I don't care what anybody says. You will not pick up MLB The Show, and you will not be a god player right out the bat. MLB The Show 21, pure garbage for me. It was 250 to 450, 250 to 450 or something like that. Right out top of the dome. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I know it's like over 200 L's opposed to my record. And the only way you're ever going to be good at this game is you have to play the game. I've seen too many friends pick up this game, play for a month, done. Donezo with it. You're not going to get good playing a game for a month. Not every show. Biggest power curve in gaming. Or not gaming. Biggest power curve in sports games. And the third one, this is gameplay wise. The very first thing you should do to get better at this game that you can control is get an approach. Figure out what pitches you do not like and figure out what pitches you do like. Wait for those pitches, sit on those pitches. That will get you at least a 700 rating, maybe even World Series. And the reason why I say that is because if you can figure out what pitches you don't like and you don't swing at, you will eventually see the break on that pitch and be able to figure out where PCI needs to go. I'm not all the streamers, content creators always say, go in practice mode, practice mode, practice mode. I usually don't say go in practice mode until you hit Hall of Fame. Until you hit Hall of Fame, I don't think you should be warming up before every game. I don't even warm up. I never do. I just go right in, and that's just me. That's how I like it. I've never been like that though. Like I love Siege, and I'm just like, let's go rank. I don't care. I don't do no warm ups. Just put me in. Um, like today, I literally loaded up 5 games, won 5 games. Never didn't even warm up. Now, I will say, go to practice to see breaks. Literally, I would just go to practice, play whatever difficulty. I never even set my difficulty. That's how you know I don't use practice. Because I play a legend, and I don't even think it was a legend. It could be. But I would just sit here and just watch breaks. Watch breaks, watch breaks, watch breaks. If we're going to practice. I did MLB Show 21. I did watch just breaks. I watched sliders, sinkers, because I was terrible at sliders and sinkers. Sliders, I don't always swing at anymore. Like, I rarely ever swing at sliders. It's usually when I'm like really not locking in or really chasing. So like my big thing is I always like to get pitch counts up. I feel like that is what will win you the game in the long end. Because you get their start out early, or if they just leave them in, their velos will drop and you get catch up to everything. Um, my approach that I would tell people is you have two strikes. If even if it's a borderline pitch, would not swing unless it's two strikes. Refuse to. I absolutely refuse to. Um, it's just like one, you're not gonna get the PCI good enough on the ball. You're not gonna probably time it off well. You're gonna be, protect the swinging when you have you know, a strike or no strikes. Now you have 2 strikes, yes, battle. Like I will foul before I walk. Also, one of the biggest arguments, PCI versus timing. A lot of people will get perfect outs. It happens. It will happen. It happens in real life. I understand. It's annoying. It sucks. But you can't let it destroy your confidence in the games. Personally, for me, I personally will say I think PCI location is way better at timing. And I'm not just saying that because obviously you can have good timing way up PCI. I'm talking about like you perfect the ball, and your PCI is underneath the ball. You are get a ground out if you hit to an infielder. That's just how it is. It's how it is in real life. You always want a home runs. You gotta put the PCI underneath the ball. And now I will say LB to show. No matter what, you're going to get hoed. No matter what you do. Tip number whatever. Besides batting, when it comes to pitching, the biggest thing you need to learn with pitching is, and this comes with batting too, is figure out your quirks, figure out your patterns. You're doing the same thing when you're facing someone with their pitcher. A lot of people, you know, when I pitch, I figure out their weakness and I throw. Like if it's a fastball and they're not catching up to it, I might throw a fastball and start to at bat and then just throw a bunch of breaking balls for a strikeout, throw a fastball. A mistake that a lot of people do though is they throw, you know, the ball either here, like right in that corner, right here, or down here. I usually try to keep it like, you know, right where that PCI is, like kind of above that corner. Stay away from the corners. Because what a lot of people do that are, you know, if they're not elite, is that they just slam, swing, slam, swing, slam, swing, slam, swing. I see a lot of people do that. They just slam and swing. And I've seen it too many times where it's also home runs. I always get the ball away from that zone. I hate it. I hate putting it in the corners. And then, you know, locate it like right above it. Like that's like kind of what I do. It's always work, and it's always been good results for me. You know, you're gonna give up runs no matter what. Like I will say that, especially if you're a low rate game, no matter what, you're going to give up runs. And then, you know, a lot of people, you know, I will say MLB The Show is a very preference heavy game. And a lot of people think this year, you know, you need switching, you need switching, you need switching, you need switching. I personally have never been a big fan of just having all switch hitters. I think it's boring. I don't like it. Like I have switch hitters on my team obviously, but I have Pete Alonso, I have Castellanos, I have Corey Seager, I have Miggy. Like obviously these are elite cards, but I like having them, you know, over just a full thing of switch hitters. You know, it's PCI shrinkage, everything. That's just me. Always find your preference. You like having all switch hitters, go for it. You know, you're playing to win the game. That's just how it is. But when you start getting up to the higher levels, don't lose confidence. LB Show 22, I always made it to World Series, like 901. Didn't go any higher. LB Show 23, didn't really play. I didn't really start playing again until 26. I did like sets of seasons. 25 was a bad year for me. But 26, I will say, I've hit legend now, like it's Hall of Fame. It takes time. It takes time. It takes time. Got to remember it takes time. And with that, you know, I hope this video helps anybody out there. If you like the content, you know, subscribe to the channel. I leave my Twitch down in the description. But I will say, you got to play the game and just figure out what pitches you like. And you know, over time, you just get better. Before you know it, you'll hit World Series. You'll hit 1,000 rating. It does come. Besides that, I hope you guys all have a good day. Giant Dinners out.